Right, hi guys, this is part 3, so let's get started. So our next character is Loretta, and Loretta is the co-founder and co-leader of the group called the Bobcat Girls in the story. She has a horse called Bartok, it could be, and she likes Justin and dressage. So Loretta is the queen bee of Moorland Stables and the co-leader of the Bobcats Riding Club. Even though she can be a bit of a snob, I have to admit Loretta is a really good rider and loves her horse. The Jorvik Gazette named her one of the rising stars in the international dressage scene, the next Anne von Blasen. And if you can get past the attitude, she's a very loyal friend, especially to Tan. A lot of girls around Moorland crush on Justin, but Loretta is totally obsessed with him. I don't think he notices her in that way, though. He has only eyes for horses, poor Loretta. And Loretta and the Bobcat Girls got changed into Lusitanos in one of the quests, and I thought they were going to update their horses and make them into those ones as well for her, but they didn't really. I don't know why. It was a shame. Right, next one is Tan. We never see her horse though. I haven't seen her horse. I wonder if they're going to bring it in. She likes cross country. She's from Russia, so we've got another diverse. Tan is short for Tatiana, is Loretta's best friend and the co-leader of the Bobcat Girls Riding Club. I hear she's been coming to Moorland Stables every summer since she was 12 years old and finally moved to Jorvik to study riding full time. That is so inspiring. Tan is pretty helpful with the new girls at Moorland, even though she follows Loretta's lead in upholding the Bobcat's reputation for perfection. Aww. So we go on to our next page. So next one is, these are all our new characters that have been added in recently. So this is Avalon. And no, not to be confused with the Lake of Avalon, but I don't know. So he's one of the keepers of Aideen. He likes mushroom pot pie. Cute. He likes any facial hair or grizzly scars under there, wouldn't you like to know? And he has Evergray, his brother. Oh, he likes Euro board games. Okay. When I first met Avalon, I found him to be a little scary. The way he floats around in those robes that hides his face. But once I got to know him, he quickly showed himself to be very gentle and kind, always quick to assist with the ancient druid lore or a rare recipe. Elizabeth leans on Avalon for his extensive knowledge and saga advice. The Stole Riders too, especially Linda, often seek him out for advice and friendship. Avalon can be a bit of a worrywart, but considering how much time he spends listening to Fripp's apocalyptic predictions, who could blame him? Avalon loves to spend time in his garden where he nurtures both medical herbs and beautiful flowers. He tries to act accommodating when horses ride up into his garden, but I can really tell it stresses him out. I like that. Alright. So our next character, we'll go down this time, is Cora Pelletaria. So she's from Canada. And she's one of our characters that lives in Mistfall. So, and she's part of the Keepers of Aideen as well. So it's not easy to find Cora, and that's just the way she likes it. Cora prefers the company of animals to people. She has a special affinity for birds, especially her loyal companion Beeper. She lives in a cosy cabin just outside of Dundell, where she keeps watch on the region for the Keepers of Aideen. Cora campaigned with the Keepers of Aideen to include birds in the Order's Renaissance operation. The Spy Master, a strict traditionalist with a preference for squirrels, reluctantly allowed Cora's companion Beeper to participate in the recruitment trials. Not only did Beeper pass the test, his heroism helped us defeat Jessica, the Dark Rider. The good news for Cora that she got her wish and now birds are welcome in the Spy Master service. The bad news is Cora has to interact with more with the Spy Master and the Druids. So go down. Our next one is Seegray Varganer, and she's been Dundell. So Seegray Varganer came to my rescue when Rihanna, Dr. Irene and I were cornered by ravenous wolves. Now that's what I call an entrance. It was very brave what she did, charging into danger to save us. But even more inspiring was the way Seegray raised her sight-impaired daughter as a single working mother. Talk about heroism. So it's good that bringing in disabilities into the game as well. That was really good. They need to keep that going, because that sort of opens for people who do play it and everything. Seegray is a warm host and pillar of her community. She made me feel right at home in Dundell. Seegray comes from a long line of shipbuilders. While Dundell is no longer the centre of shipbuilding as it once was, Varganer rowboats are still treasured throughout Jorvik as the very best money can buy. After Councilman Scroll was revealed to both be content and corrupt, Rihanna encouraged Seegray to run for office. What a great idea. Seegray was reluctant to step into the spotlight at first, but it was soon obvious to everyone that she's a kind of leader Jorvik needs more of. Rihanna and I helped rally the people of Dundell behind Seegray, and come election time, they voted for her in the town's new leader. Not even skullduggery could keep this woman down. During the recent adventures with GD and the elections, Seegray became close to Dr. Irene. They make such a cute couple. Oh, so they make a couple. Could that be hinting at something? Right. Evergray. Now, he's a character we meet recently, and he's Avalon's brother. He's a bit of a weird one. So Evergray. Okay, so sorry, it's really late here. Right, Evergray is nothing like the other druids I've met. He's loud, funny, kooky and intense, but most of all he's curious. Other druids all about protecting ancient secrets. Not Evergray. He spent years exploring Pandora and studying with Jorvik witches. He knows answers to questions that no other druids dared to ask. He's a bit like Linda in that way. Evergray knows more about Pandora than other human, but he paid a price for that knowledge. His body is poisoned from his time in the unreality of Pandora, and resulting sickness has caused his body to crack and change. Any more time they could kill him. His curiosity also got him exiled from the Keepers of Aideen. Evergray obviously means well, but apparently he crossed the line and put his order in danger. Even his own brother Avalon calls him dangerous. After Darko's assault on the Secret Stone Circle, Fripp lifted Evergray's exile so he could help guide the Soul Riders into rescuing Anne. So he's the one that will help us get back into Pandora, apparently. Right, next one is Agana. I can't pronounce these names, sorry guys. She has special skills. She bonds with her horse. Her eyes Agana, which is she's blind. Right. I first met Rana on the road to Firgrove after her horse was spooked by wolves. She boldly crossed the mountains of Yore to bypass a quarantine roadblock, keeping people from entering or leaving Mistfall. According to Rihanna, the quarantine is bogus and illegal, of course. I had to help her get to the bottom of this. Rihanna lost her vision when she was very young and now uses a cane to help her walk. She has such a strong bond with her horse, Deringa, and he acts as her eyes, and together they can ride as capably as any pair in Jorvik. This is so inspiring. Rihanna's suspicions were right. The so-called health crisis in Mistfall was actually a scheme by GD to gain access to the area's famous spring water. Together we gathered evidence of GED's crimes and exposed them to the world at the Raptor concert in Jorvik City. It was amazing. Rihanna showed me that you don't have to be a soul rider to be a hero. Hold on. After we exposed Councilman Scroll as a corrupt shrill in the pocket of Mrs. Drake, Rihanna convinced her mum, Seegray, to run against him in the Dundale elections. Rihanna brought the people of Dundale together in remembering that family and friends are what makes a community great. Not only did Seegray win the election, but Rihanna got to participate in her first election and cast the deciding vote. So yeah, we've had quite a few good characters in this series so far. So I'm going to leave it there and give it a break, and I'll do the rest tomorrow. But my favourite one I want to do is this one, which is Yadris, and this one which is Night Dust, which is the horse that we saved in the thing, and this guy, which is Rihanna's horse. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it now, and I'm going to post this up, and I'll come back to the rest tomorrow. So I'm saying good night to everybody. Night night.